the thing with having friends and going out in real life, one of the reasons you want to do it is so that you can meet people you don't want to be like. Your friends have uncles. But my friend had this uncle, we called him Drunkle. He was a great guy, he had a chubby wife, they would drink and beat each other up. And he hung out with us all the time, and he was drunk, and he was angry, and he smoked, and there's a lot of great things about him. But we said we don't want to be him. He lived in this basement apartment. Him and his wife would get hammered and fall down. And as fun as it was, we said to ourselves, this is a problem. But they were very fun people. They were good people, and they took us in and let us, drink and use drugs in their home. But they just, there was a really, really fat guy once in a limo, and we went to a strip club, and this really, really fat guy was like, when I get in that club, I'm going to fucking tear it up. And then he just slept. He fell asleep because when you're that big, his body's working so hard to just stay alive. He fell asleep in the strip club. I'm sorry, in the limo before we got to the strip club. And then we all went outside to the limo, and he woke up on the way back to my friend's house where they were dropping everyone off. He had just slept the whole time in the limo, and he had never made it into the strip club. And we said to ourselves, that's tough. He was a good guy, but he was so big that his body was working so hard to just stay alive that he couldn't get into the strip club. He fell asleep in the limo. And we were in there a couple hours. He just slept in the limo. It's just this really, really, really big guy sleeping in the limo. And it's important for you to see things like that as a kid to go, I don't know if I want that. I don't want that as a life. Doesn't mean you're going to be perfect, but you go, I don't want that as a life. Like the drunk uncle would break up with the chick all the time. They'd have these screaming fights. She'd be banging on his door. They'd fight on the lawn. The neighbors would call the cops on him. And they were fun, but you would say, I can't live like that. Too much chaos. And that's why you need to go out. But I feel like that, I got to be honest, not to sound too dark, I just feel like that's not coming back. Like those real world experiences that are so important aren't coming back. Where, everybody's formative experiences now are all digital. They're all online. So people are just, again, smashing the face with the hammer, the looks maxing, the Bitcoin. I need to have all the money in Bitcoin. This is what young people do. I need all the money now. I want to drop ship. I want to have a Lamborghini. I want to live in Dubai. It's like, dude, relax. Be 19. Calm down. I mean, there's plenty of time in life for you to get involved in some scam. It's like, you'll be around. Statistically, you'll be around to get in a scam at some point in your life that won't work out. You don't need to do it when you're 12. You don't need to be in a scam at 14 years old trying to drop ship and playing these games. Like, people are just chasing, and online puts it all out there. It's like, like all these coaches are always coaching people as to how to like just make millions of dollars. And all these coaches do is drive around and have other people film them driving around in a Lamborghini. So, I mean, I don't even understand what the money is for at this point. And then all these young people are like, well, I got to make all this money so that someone can film me driving around in a Lamborghini. And then I don't understand. So what? I don't know. I mean, then you have a Lamborghini. Okay. I don't. Is that all anyone wants? Is to just live in Miami and have a Lamborghini? It's like a horrible life. This is people that don't know anything. This is what you want when you're a 15-year-old. You want to have a Lamborghini and live in Miami. You think it's a good life. It's a terrible life. I know a lot of people that have. It's like a terrible life. They live in like some white apartment that looks like they're living in a club. They upload photos of themselves on the terrace of that apartment, which is, are they paying for it? Who knows? There's a film crew that's always filming them go from room to room to room, and then they get in the Lamborghini and they go out to clubs every night. I mean, it sounds fun if you're 14. When I was 14, it's an amazing life. Why would that ever get old? Hot chicks or hot dudes or whatever, and there's a beach and you're in Miami. It's not great. I don't know one happy person that lives in Miami that has a Lamborghini. Not one. Not one person in Miami that's genuinely happy that has a $300,000 car in Miami that's really happy. I mean, and again, it's not shitting on people that want to make money, but go do something you like. You got one life. You just want to make a bunch of money for what? To get some whore, some OnlyFans whore in Miami to ride around in a Lamborghini with you and do coke? Like, I understand that it seems great to be, doing lines of Adderall at 2 o'clock in the morning, wondering if some whore is stealing from your Miami apartment. I understand that seems amazing. Is this whore stealing my watch in a Miami high-rise? I know that's what people want, but there's more to life. There's more to life than that, like a lot more. Truly, you'll be happier doing other things. You'll be happier doing other things with your time than that. I know that's the goal. That seems to be the goal of like every person that exists on the internet under 25 years old. They all want to live in Miami. They all want to have a Lamborghini, and they all want to wonder if an OnlyFans whore is stealing their watch at 2 o'clock in the morning. Is she going through the drawers? What is she looking for? If that's the life you want to, and you want to go to the DJ, all these DJs. You got DJs playing, and I like these guys. I like John Summit. I like these people. Enough with the DJs and the crap. Enough. Enough with this Coachella and all this garbage. Enough with this shit. Enough. It's not a life. It's not a life. It is not a life to go to Coachella and dress up like an Indian and stand there in 98-degree weather, on like angel dust or whatever. I mean, they're not even doing angel dust. They'd be more interesting. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I guess they're on shrooms. What about Molly? If they're on Molly, it's not a life. It's not a life to stand at a Stop with the concerts. It's another thing. Stop with the concerts. Enough with this crap. Stop with the concerts. Enough. It's not a life to go see live music. It's not a life with that, with these concerts. These drug addicts, they get out of jail, they put them right on stage, and you pay $120 to see some junkie with 15 children. Enough with the concerts. Stop. Stop with this. Every minute of the day, it's someone at a concert. No one has a dollar to their name. No one owns anything. Not to sound like Ben Shapiro, but he might be right about that. Nobody has a dollar, and everybody's watching Billie Eilish pretend to sing for 3 hours. Stop. Get a life. Get a job. Truly. Stop with this crap. You're going to see a DJ. Enough with this shit. The bottle service, the Vegas, and the fights. Stop with the fights. Stop with this UFC. You don't have the money for that. Go get your own ass kicked in the streets where you live, where the government doesn't enforce the crime. You go get jumped somewhere if you got a passion for that. Stop going to UFC. Cut it out. It's not a life. It's not a life going to UFC. It's not a life. Sitting in the thing, it's a UFC fight. It's not a life. It is not a life. Not a life. Stop this shit. I see all this crap online, and these people just go from a Miami apartment to the UFC to a concert to see some junkie criminal. And you know what I mean? What is this? What is this? It's a collection of meaningless shit. It's a collection of meaningless horseshit experiences that mean nothing. Yeah, I saw John Summit at then we went to UFC, then we went here, then we went there. It's nothing. There's no through line. There's nothing. What are your photos going to be when you're old? A photo of you at a day party and fucking at the Wynn? What is this? It's not a life. It isn't. It's a collection of things that look like a life from the outside. I'm telling you, and this is what the internet does. It gives you the idea that these things are a life. Well, I have a life. I went to Coachella, and no, it's wrong. It's wrong. You think it's a life because it's a photo dump. You went to brunch at a pancake that some Asian talked about, and that's great. I like Asians, and I like what they're doing in the breakfast realm. But it's not the point. That's not the point. Oh, well, Tim, you have a pancake on your hey. I'm in a game that I didn't create. What I'm saying is this. The things you're doing are not a life. These random things you're doing that you're only doing because other people are doing them. Other people are doing the things that you are doing.